thinking? Yeah. If you wanna know my thoughts, open your ears when I talk. Yeah. What do you think? Hey. What do you think? Hey. If you wanna know my thoughts, open your ears when I talk. Yeah.
Welcome back to another edition of the Arnold's Thoughts Podcast. It is your host, your boy, Arnold Lewis. I say your boy like you know me. If you don't, you're going to get to know me and realize that I am your boy. And, you know, on this platform, we like to talk about overseas basketball and how you can get there. But I feel like this is more than that. This platform is about connection. How do we connect with one another as humans to get to where we want to in life? What do we have to do to connect to the right people to attract to get to the things that we want in life? That's a big question. That's a question that I gotta ask myself a lot of the times as well. Like checking my circle. Who's in my inner circle? I had my last weekend, right? So.
What's up, guys? I just dropped my new ebook, 6 Must-Have Steps to Be an Overseas Basketball Player. You know, I've been playing for the last 9 years. I got all the steps and the traits that you need to start your journey with networking, with getting a mentor, all the things that you need to start your journey to be a protege. So go get that ebook, click the link in the bio, and make sure you get your steps to being that overseas pro one day. Let's go.
Last weekend, one of my good friends, he was having a birthday party. All right, so I go with him to the birthday party. We had a great time. We had a blast. You know, it was a night out. Fine. But then I find myself out again. And I'm like, when I find myself out of character, I say, why am I acting in this way? What is something that I'm changing that I'm not accustomed to? Something that I'm trying. It's so easy to fall back into the things that we try so hard and work so hard to get away from. We know when we separate from some things, it allows us to go to another level in life, whatever level that may be. It allows us to go up to another level because we're more focused, we're more aligned, we're more prepared, because we're putting more attention on what we really want. But a lot of that comes with assessing our circle. And I had to look at my circle like, yo, who am I hanging around right now? Who am I really aligning myself with right now? Because right now I'm not seeing the results that I'm looking for. So who's in my circle that I probably have to keep some distance? I got to step back away from a little bit, because until we start understanding that we got to get to a mental state to not let anything get in our way. Like nothing. Right now, this is just a time where everything is so crucial just in the world, period. We got money switching up, BRICS doing this. We have just the unemployment rate in America. We got people that's just out here just zombies, to be 100. Just people out here just being zombies. It's not really truly going after what they want. There's a certain level of greatness that we all possess, that if we're just willing to go after it. I'm not saying that that's easy. And I'm not saying that I am the person that just knows everything about how to reach the ultimate heights of life. I never said that. What I am saying is there's a certain level of greatness inside of all of us that is there if we're willing to tap into it. If you're willing to tap into it, there's a certain level that you can get to. But what are you willing to do to get there? I feel like every time I come on this platform and I talk about and I get in this is when I call them getting in my bag. When I start getting in my bag, because a lot of these thoughts aren't just me solo thinking by myself. Or I might hop on the phone with a close person like my little brother or one of my best friends that I play basketball with or something, and we just talk about life. And the deeper we get into the game, we just start realizing so much more about life than is basketball. It's like the basketball at a point you have it so high on the pedestal, you're just so ready to play, and you want to go overseas and you want to get to your money and you want to enjoy the life and you want to say I'm a pro and you want to, make your family proud. What you're doing is something that most people, they're the first. Like, when you'd be the first to become a millionaire in your family, they're normally called first generation millionaires. It's mostly like most hoopers are the same way. They be first generation professional hoopers. I'm the first. Me and my cousin kind of did it at the same time, but we're like the first in our family to ever do anything on the professional level of this magnitude and be successful. We've been able to enjoy 10 years of playing. Enjoy 10 years of playing professionally. That's like a hallmark year for most players to even get to. I had an interview with my homeboy Jerry Evans. Y'all can check him out. He's going to Argentina right now, about to kill it. And he was like, I asked him, how far you want to get? Like, how many years? For me, I'm already thinking like 15, 16 years or something like that. Like, that's easy. At this point, because I'm just not cracking year 10, he was like, man, I just want to make it 10 years. And I was like, 10 years? I don't know, for me, I feel like that's just because I'm on it and I feel like I got so much more left. I'm like, why 10? But then I had to realize what all entailed in 10 years of playing this game. And a lot transpired. A lot of stuff transpired that would make someone be like, as far as injuries, not only just, family situations, injuries, and, just a ride along with that family, along with being away. Man, COVID, a lot happened, man. 10 years, a lot happened. So to go through something like that, 10 years is a long time. A lot of guys fall off because of injuries. I be Saturdays, 7 a.m., Keys to the Game. I always drop a segment called Keys to the Game on Saturdays at 7 a.m. Why? Because I am giving you the key to the game. That's one of those special segment just for people who want to hear about tips to like being an overseas basketball player. Like when I get on here and drop the long form episodes, which are about 45 minutes to an hour, where I normally have a guest on, but since it's been in the summer, you'll be surprised how many people just like, it's so hard to get guests. That is a real thing. That's something that when you watch these podcasters and they be having their guests and they be talking with people all the time, that is a hard thing to do. There is actually companies that hire people just to get guests. And I see you why. If you know how hard it is to get people to commit to having an interview, 45 minutes to an hour, 30 minutes to 45 minutes, it's not as easy as it seems. That is a very, very difficult thing to keep people accountable to a time. I've had people write me. I had a guy. So there was a guy. I played with him. We was on the same team. And he said, we went through a situation on the team where the coach kind of did him dirty. He didn't play him. He brought him in, paid him a lot of money for a short amount of time. And he never played him. I'm talking about he played him maybe 1 minute. He threw him in the garbage minutes. Now, as an import player being brought in for a specific case and to play, you play a minute and 10 seconds? Just as a hooper, inside he was hurt. And I feel him because no hooper should go through that. But that happens. That's life. That happens like that. And sometimes it be tough. So I was the dude he was rocking with all the time. We was always together kicking it when it was in our downtime. So we got to be real cool. And I say, yo, you trying to do an interview? He's like, oh yeah, bro, I got you. You know what I'm saying? Hit me up. He always hit me with the bro. Yeah, I got you, man. Hit me up, man. I got you on the interview, man. Set the time, set the date. I text him 2 hours before the start time. Yeah, man, I got you. I'm ready. Hour, you good? Just wanted to make sure. You got to stay on people, just like you got to stay on them or they will get sidetracked. Good? No response. Text him again. You good? No response. Called him. No response. Called him again. No response. So I'm like, all right, maybe something happened. I'm gonna give it some time. A couple hours pass by. Sees him, reads all the messages. Because on WhatsApp, when you're reading the messages and the messages pop up, you can just look at it and it says online. They can take the read receipts off, but they can't take off the online. So if someone is online, that means they can read. They're looking at the thing right now. So I'm like, so I called him while he was online. No answer. I'm like, bro, you could have just said something came up. Fine, no problem. Fast forward a month later, hits me out. Hey man, I'm sorry about that situation. I had something happened, man. Something came up, man. I'm sorry about. Hey, bro. I ain't gonna take it personal. If you ever read the book 4 Agreements, third agreement was don't take it personal. So I'm like, I ain't gonna take it personal, bro. Hey, you still wanna do the interview? I'm down. The man did the exact same thing again. I couldn't believe it. I was like, bro, what is going on? Like, now I feel like you're trolling me. I really feel like you're trolling. Like, why would you do that twice in a row? Nah, I kind of take it a little personal then because I'm like, bro, you playing with me now. And I don't like that. You know what I mean? He never contacted me after that, but he still follows me. But I know that I'm like, bro, what's going on, bro? I don't know what that was about. Once, yeah, woo-woo. Fooled me once. Fooled me twice. I learned to watch people's history of what they do more than what they say. Your history of your habits going to show. No matter what you say, a person say or whatever, their habits are going to determine their true nature. All the time. So it's really about cultivating the right habits. What are the habits that I can cultivate to get to where I want to be in life? Discipline is a habit, I believe. Or is the habits the discipline? You got to have discipline to have the habits. Yes. You got to be disciplined to discipline long enough. I think I read that in the book. And it was just like, you really don't have to be disciplined. You just have to have the habits. You just have to have the discipline for a certain amount of time until they become a habit. And once they're a habit, it's like nothing. It's like brushing your teeth. It's a habit. Tying your shoe. You don't even think about it. So it frees up more space for you to do other things. That's why if you just have the discipline long enough to create the habit. I do got a book for y'all. Speaking of habits, I do have a book. My very first book that I ever wrote. It's called Changing the Illusion in Your Mind to Reality. A to-do list to your greatest desires. This book helped me change all the disciplines that I wanted and created them into a habit. And it was so effective for me. I was like, I have to at least share my experience in a book. I have to share my experience in a book. It's the very first book. It's actually out on Amazon if you want it. Just saying. Changing your illusion in your mind to reality. That was the very first book I've ever written. I don't know why this light just changes on its own sometimes. Blue light me, please. There we go. The ambiance. But as I was saying, the discipline that you have will create the habits for you. And once you got the habits, you're set. Like I said, it's like brushing your teeth. It's like tying your shoe. The habit is pretty much, it's formed already. It's formed. And that's what you want. What are the good habits that you're looking for that's going to help you get to wherever you want? And we got to talk about this. I was watching. All right, I was frustrated. I'm not even going to cap. I was frustrated. Let's talk about this. So, I don't know what happened with my YouTube. They just like shadow. I don't even want to call it shadow ban. The only reason I'm going to say that is because I've seen when people don't get views, they keep saying, oh, are you shadow banned? Are you shadow banned? I don't know what's up with YouTube. It's like they be wanting to try you and be like, hey, yo, are you sure you're going to keep posting? Because your next 5 posts, we're not going to let you get no views. And I'm like, bro, first of all, I'm trying to grow I'm just trying to grow. First of all, I can't grow if you suppressing my videos so I can't see. How are you suppressing my videos? 4 videos in a row has no views, and the last 4 videos had an average of 2,000 to 3,000 views. but now the next four and the ones that I know that always gets the views, zero, zero, zero. So I'm like, bro, what is that? What is that? I need somebody who has the information on that to explain to me what is that. You have to tell me what that is, because you know how they say post what works. This I know works, and then when I post 1, 2, 3 of the same one that normally always work, and I get zero, yeah, something's up with y'all. That's on y'all end. Y'all trying people right now. That's all y'all doing. Y'all just messing with people right now. I don't get it. That I don't get it. But that's why I was a little frustrated today. I got a little very frustrated of that because I was also watching a clip. I'm actually gonna go watch this podcast, and they were talking about growth, and it was like it's not really about the growth, and it's not really about growth. This is for anybody that's a content creator, and I'm just sharing with y'all my journey of what I go through. This is once again Arnold's thoughts. These are thoughts that be going through my head majority of the time. But as far as my growth, it was like it's not about a time thing, more about a post thing. And it was like once you get to the average time it takes to get to 100,000 subscribers is about 1,000 posts. It takes about 1,000 posts, doesn't matter what it is, to get to about 100,000 subscribers on YouTube. That's the average metric. So I said, oh, okay. Let me go check mine. 925. I about threw the whole phone away. Because I'm like, bro, ain't no way. I got like 1.5. And I'm at like 1,000. I'm like, okay, maybe everyone's like this. I go look at my homeboy, Tap Athletic. Go check him out, Deuce. Tap Athletic. He is blowing up right now. He's got like probably 90. Last time I checked, he was around like 90,000 subscribers. Salute to him and his growth. Go check out my boy, Tap Athletics. Go check him out. Definitely, you got to check him out. He's growing. Best basketball content. The ancient art of post up. Go check him out. So I'm looking at his page. He has about 443, if I'm able to be exact. And I'm like, oh my goodness. But that's my fault. I take full responsibility for that reaction. You know why? Because comparison is a thief of joy. So I'm going to be happy for my brother for what he's doing. And I'm not going to take for granted my growth and where I'm at. Because that's what we do. We compare. Even I see I'm very good today. We compare, and the comparison is the stealer of joy. So why would I want to take the joy from what I have done and just not be proud of, hey, I've made almost 1,000 posts. That means that takes a lot of work and dedication that within little over a year's time, I was able to push out this much content compared to someone that was 5 years in, 6 years in. I'm willing to work that much. That just shows to the testament of time that I'm willing to put into this craft. Because it's like the guy was like, all you need is reps. Each video is a rep. Each post is a rep. So if I'm able to post over 900 posts within a year, then it just shows to my commitment. It shows to my growth. It shows to the capability of how bad do I really want this. And I think I would rather look at those tendencies and look at that instead of comparing myself to someone else and trying to wonder why I am at where I am at instead of enjoying where I am at. This episode of Arnold's Thoughts Podcast was brought to you by Bold Claims Apparel. Bold Claims. It's not just a statement, it's a lifestyle. Make sure you check the link in the bio and shop all of our latest apparel today. Back to the episode.
Is it working now?
It was working better last time.
Jesus Christ.
Leave
Can you
it.
see me?
It's whatever, bro. It's whatever. It ain't that big a deal. It's whatever, man. Technology today been tripping. I ain't gonna trip about it. Hey,
Can
man.
you see me?
I can't see you.
Hold on, let me. Can you see me now?
I can't see you, but I can hear you though. So that's what I'm
All right.
saying. Doesn't really matter. But next time I hit you
Sure.
up, bro, you said time. Don't be playing with my time, sir.
I'm not playing with your time, bro. You know how it is with college athletics, bro. It ain't easy as you think.
Feel you?
It's hard scheduling, man.
It's all good, man. How you been?
I've been all right, man. Just grinding day by day, man, in daily life, and then grinding on the court, man. Just trying to get it going. Going into my junior year now, so just thinking about life after basketball, really, and trying to focus on the here and now at the same time. So just trying to knock down two birds in one stone on a daily basis.
So, what does life after basketball look like for you right now?
Uh, just chilling with my daughters, man, and working and hooping still. You know what I'm saying? Or it could be me going professional. It just all depends on how certain things like come into play. And when that time comes, I'm gonna be ready for the opportunity, and I'm gonna always stay ready.
Could be,
So
could be, or when it happens, because it's a difference.
whenever it happens, I'm gonna be ready.
Because
I'm just got
if you got to think about the words you're saying. If I'm just waiting to see if that happens for me, that changes my level of preparation. You know what I mean?
oh yeah,
So if I'm be like,
for
yeah,
sure,
if the opportunity comes, then I'm gonna be ready. If it happens, no, it ain't no if. It's when it happens. I'm gonna be
yeah,
ready, no matter what
for sure,
happens. And if I at any point deter or change up the way I word it, it's gonna come. It's gonna automatically. That's how I'm gonna perceive it. You know what I mean?
hmm hmm
So you tell yourself maybe if. No, I'm saying when. When it
hmm
happens, because you got to always be expecting for that day to happen, or why else would you even, you know what I'm saying, work as hard as you work? You might as well
that
just
makes
say, get a job,
yeah, you right about that. On so
which is not a bad thing, having a job. I do say pick up something like always have a job until you get a job. You never want to stop
yeah,
your cash flow from coming in. That's one thing that my era was. Nobody was getting like side jobs and stuff like that before hooping. We was just out here. No, make sure you having like you got kids, like you said. You
yeah,
got to be working. You got to have some type of cash flow coming in until your time comes. You know what I mean?
for real.
So how was the last season? It's been about a
It
year.
was yeah, it was good. It was my sophomore year. It was good for me individually, but as a team, we fell short on some games. A lot of games, really, probably about a good 7, 8, 9 between like 1 to 5 points, and we probably lead in the game at any point in time of those games by like 10, 15 points. And we just fell short. You know what I'm saying? We just didn't execute and we fell short, and it's no excuse. But I'm telling you, man, you would be there. If you was there or watch some of those games or just watch the play by play ending, you would be like, I don't know what happened, but y'all completely melted down. But the one thing about it this year is that this year, I would say, like, we don't have the top heavy talent that we had last year, as in, like, a lot of all conference players, but we have a lot of length, we have a lot of depth, and we have a lot of height. And that's all you can ever ask for, to be honest, at this level. And we're going to be able to compete and beat a lot of guys this year. A lot of guys are going to be very, very surprised about the product that we're going to put out there and how we're going to defend and how we're high at a high level on offense we're going to play. So, we just working out the kinks and stuff like that. And, of course, I'm still grinding and trying to lead the charge, man, because it started with me. You know what I'm saying? First team all conference player, this, that, and third. They look up to me, and I realize that. And like I tell them, I say I'm not a role model. You know what I'm saying? Don't take everything I do, but if you go take anything, take my work ethic and take what I do on the court. Just take that. You know what I'm saying? I'm human. I'm imperfect. I make mistakes, but if you want to take anything from me, man, just take the work ethic, bro. And if you ever want to come talk to me, I'm humble enough to accept criticism from anybody, because that's
True.
all I be asking from them is criticism. Like, What can I get better at? What do you think I need to get better at? If you see me like doing something stupid, yell at me. The same way I would yell at them. You know what I'm saying? Like, don't hold back. It don't matter because I accomplished these things. That don't mean that that's the end all be all for me. Like, I'm still a human. I'm still a person. Last time I checked, I still miss jump shots. So, it's just I be asking for critiques and trying to get better and learn different things and watch different guys play and just try to pick up different things. But this year's gonna be a big year. We travel a lot. Like we travel a lot. We go to a lot of national stages this year, and so that's the exposure that you want. You know what I'm saying? Especially knowing that this is I wouldn't say most of my team first year, but like I would say about half freshmen, half like upperclassmen. So these guys are trying to like get out there and make a name for themselves. So they got to do the right thing, and doing the right thing it starts with seeing the older guys. If you see the older guys do the right thing that done been through the program, it's easy to fall in line. But if you see an older guy
Starts from
out
the
here,
top.
huh?
Starts from the top.
Yeah, for real. If you see the older guys lagging and tripping and playing around, they go lag and trip and play around because they like, oh, this is cool to do. And then when you try to lock in, it ain't gonna be as locked in as you should, rather than just be locked in and then loosen up.
Right.
So I try to catch myself a lot watch doing that, and the things I do I have to be surrounded by. It's like I'm a parent again on the court for them. It's like I'm a parent again. It's like I'm never go to dad mode.
But you want that responsibility, though. You know what I mean?
For real.
Because
I take it every day.
because that's gonna push you to be better. Because you know for a fact they watching, and that's the same. It's the same thing when you take it across seas or take it to a pro stage. They're gonna be watching, especially when you get with like local players. And most guys be on mid-tier teams. They don't really have like the. Everybody's gonna be on a team where there's just gonna the talent level is just gonna be oblivious, bro. And they're just like, what am I playing with? You're
Yeah.
gonna have those situations, but they're gonna be watching you. That's on good team and bad team. They're gonna watch the imports, see how they react, see how they move, see their work ethic. I had a couple of guys come up and tell me like, man, I want to lose some weight and get right because I see how you move and how you know what I'm saying. They watching it. In my head, I'm just doing what I'm doing my own little thing. I always get
Yeah.
extra shots up. I always go want to hit the weight room up every day. I want to go get out and jog and run. This is just certain things, but other people aren't mentally thinking that way. And they see me out all the time, and they didn't see the work that I put in. It starts from the top. You don't win that way. You don't win that way.
Yeah.
You don't if you don't be the catalyst. And I'm glad you walked into that role. I'm glad you got that first. We say first team all conference. I seen your post. You ain't sent it to me, but I seen it. I'm like, yeah, I gotta keep doing something. We could check the ones up any day, bro.
Nah, you don't want that.
Don't play with me.
Yeah. It's the real deal out here, man. All I gotta say
do
is
you
ask my
need
team.
do you need some straightening? Do I need to come down there and give you some straightening? You forgot.
Hey man, you about to forgot. Hey man, I tried to tell you it's gonna come. Hey,
You
but
in season.
dang.
You in season right now. I don't want to, discourage you. I wanted you to keep being high spirits. You know, so
Hey,
I'm not gonna, I'm gonna let you live. I'll catch you in the summer after you got another first team all conference again 2 times, and maybe
good time.
maybe you'll score a bucket by then. Maybe I don't know.
You ain't gotta put me out there like that. That's a hard person to score on, man. Like 6'7", 220, man. You huge, man.
What you want me to do, bro? I'm him.
Hey man, that's what they say now. That's what they say I am too, man.
Oh
But
my
it's
goodness.
always
Oh, man. All right, so tell me
I,
about what you okay, you got a little bit of you accomplished something. What are your goals going into this season this year? If you had three of your top
my
goals, what are your three of your top goals that you have for this year in this season that you
like my
want to
personal
hope on?
goal as a team,
Personal goal, team goal. They
I
can
would
both because
say
some of them
three.
could be the same. Some of them can intertwine.
Oh yeah, for sure. I think it'll start out my personal. I think personal. Obviously I averaged 16 and a half, 8.6. Obviously our team got a lot of size, so I don't expect to rebound the ball at a super high level like that. So I think really, to be honest, I just want to increase in points and rebounds. Most importantly, I know I'm going to have to increase in assists because I know I'm gonna have to bring out that playmaking just from a lot of open gyms and a lot of practices that we have been doing in like the particular role that I'm going to be in. Sometimes I might just be in the point guard role. Sometimes I might just get the ball and have to like make a play for somebody else, trying to make a play for myself. So I definitely want to increase my assists. Number one. Another goal I have for myself, I want to be like not the primary defender, but like if I have to be the primary defender, I want to be the primary defender to shut people down. I want to be able to show like scouts and other teams that okay, Akeem can score. We know that. But what else can he do? He can pass the ball. He can play defense. His motor's relentless. So I'm going to be in shape. So that's a big thing for me. And my third goal this year is really like to be player of the year. Hey, shh. What, mommy? What? I would say, you want a cup? Okay, I got you. I would say that my third goal of the year is to be player of the year, well, conference player of the year and national player of the year. But to
Okay.
do one other first, and honestly, the player of the year that was the conference player of the year in my conference, and he was the conference player of the year too. He was cold. I ain't gonna lie to you, he was cold. He can shoot that thing, but I think I could supplant him this year just from me being in the role I am and the teammates that I have. Not that I think, I know I can supplant him. You know what I'm saying? Not saying that I'm better. What, mommy? Yeah, you can eat that. Not saying that like I'm better than him or anything like that. You know what I'm saying? I got my own confidence and stuff like that. But I think that like with the team I have, I think we have a good chance to get the most wins and then by default be the best player on the team that have the most wins and produce the most. So I'm looking forward to doing that. As a team, to be honest, I think we should win the conference championship and we should not lose any games in the region. To be honest with you, that's one of my goals. Definitely, because we have the team to do it. We definitely have the team to do it, to go undefeated all the way. Not necessarily like regular season, but like in our conference play, we have a chance to really, really, really put it on people. We just got to come together and gel, and they got to understand the principles of the offense and defense more. So that's one of my goals personally. And then another one of my team goals is just honestly get to know my teammates better because I realized that like as a leader now I have to be more vocal and I have to literally like even though I don't like doing it personally, I have to be like the person that meshes the team together. Like I can't just be the person that go out there and just get buckets and just do my own thing. That's the young king, the freshman king, his junior king. I can't be doing that. People look up to me. People look up stats and names and all this other stuff, and then they put like a aura on me and like how I move and how I do certain things. They pick up on it and they see it and they try to mimic it. You know what I'm saying? So I got to be the person that necessarily got to step out of my shell and bring everybody together when it's needed to be. And I would say, lastly, is just like honestly, just go out there and as a team, just give our best effort every night. Because last year, as a team, I told you we lost like 7 to 9 games by like 1 to 5 points. I don't think we gave our best effort as a team completely every single night. I think it was more of like some nights everybody gave their best effort. Some nights everybody didn't. Like it was no like
Consistency.
okay, yeah, it was no consistency because people want to see other people fail so they can play. And I don't think we have that team this year at all. It's like I understand it. You're a competitor, but like at the same time, like we win and lose together.
Right.
And it's better than the next man coach go play you. You will get your opportunity. But if you're not, then you got to sit back and get better. And I think a lot of people this year that's on our team, they compete but compete in the right way. And that's all you can ever ask for is humble greatness. That's it. Like just be not talking about it, just be about the work. And that's one thing I really like about my teammate this year. But that's one thing I do want to make sure we have is like just everybody be humble and be competitive and not be competitive to the point that it's like overboard that like, okay, this guy messed up in the game. I want to get in the game, and I mess up, and then this guy preying on my downfall. Like I had to do with that my first 2 seasons, and me personally as a player that was an all conference player both years, that's not something I want to deal with because I heard about it on the sideline, and that's not brother like. You know what I'm saying? That's not even.
Not
That's just
everybody
not.
your brother.
That's a fact though. That's a fact. So you know, I think this year is just a little different, man.
You say
Just
you want
got
to be National Player of the Year.
yeah, and conference player of the year, but you got to be one before the other.
You wrote that down.
So that's huh?
You wrote that down.
Yeah, I wrote it down. It's on my board.
Okay, there we go.
It's on my big whiteboard. So anybody who want to go back and play that, just know that it's up there. It's up there this year. I don't care who he is and who you are. You got to guard me. Just know that.
Look,
That's all I got to say.
who you think you is, my protege? Come on, man.
I'm just being honest, man. They got to guard.
They talk about they gotta guard you. You act like you like that. You need some straightening. Come on, man. Come on. I think you went out again.
Oh no, I was saying that it's a 40-minute game, and I'm gonna give my best effort all 40 minutes, man. Because my conditioning, my coach put us through a very, very, very extremely rigorous conditioning. Oh my gosh. And I mean, people was falling out and doing all this, that, and the third. People was falling out and doing all this, that, and the third, man. So, and I passed it. You know what I'm saying? I ain't fall out or nothing like that. I was out there still standing up when everybody was laying down. So I'm just trying to continue to build on that. And as long as I know I got the endurance to do it and the body to maintain it, I think that I can do it. I can do it, man, because it's a longevity game and it's college basketball game. It's a longevity game, man. It's a longevity game, and I'm not a small player, but I'm a guard, obviously, so I'm a smaller player on the court. And the way I play is a little bit finesse but physical. So that's what I'm really like banking on is that ability this summer that I put in to be like just the best conditioned athlete that I can possibly be.
That's big.
And as long as I'm that, everything else go fall because if my legs are there in the fourth quarter and somebody else, well, the second half and the back end of it, and somebody else, the defender legs is not, I can sense it and just boom, 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 and it's nothing they're gonna be able to do.
Right.
That's something that I really extremely worked on this year, man, and that's something that I really put a lot of time towards. And I'm really proud of myself for doing it because honestly, Wizard, I don't play high school basketball for 4 years. I don't play college basketball for 3 years. Out of all 7 years of my career, necessarily, this is the best I've ever felt. Like this is the most time I came into the season. Like first day of conditioning, fine. Everyday conditioning, going hard 3 times a day, fine. Waking up, fine. And I just give all the credit to God, man, just to allow me just to wake up and just do it. Just have the opportunity to do it. Without that, is nothing. You know what I'm saying? And
Right.
I have my youngest daughter there every day, man, and that's something that pushed me. Even like days I don't want to do it, she's in the gym. I gotta do it. I have to do it. You know what I'm saying? Like same way my mama get up and go to work every single day, even though she don't want to. I have to. And I think that's the difference between me and a lot of these other young guns players in this conference.
You
And
got
to
your
be
why.
honest, I have a why. Like I have a real reason why that's there with me every single day. No matter if I'm asleep, no matter if I'm on a laptop doing schoolwork, no matter what. You know what I'm saying? And I got somebody watching me, like literally watching me and
Mhm.
everything I said. And I can't say that other players don't, but I can say that I have a daughter watching me. So that means like the world to me. So I'm not shortcutting nothing. You ask anybody that have worked out with me, man, I don't shortcut nothing. We go all the way from the inside out and then back all the way out in, and then we finish up 90 minutes nonstop.
Okay.
So it's a process, man. It ain't always been that. You know that for sure. You know that for
It's the
sure.
whole
It ain't
thing. It's a
always
long
been.
game, man. It's a like Kobe said, bro. It's just a process. You just got to trust that process, bro. Fall in love with the process instead of the results, because the process, that's what you got to do every single day. That's the part. All the stuff is just, it's a byproduct.
Yes, sir.
It's really just a byproduct, bro. It's the working
Sir.
out, it's the training, it's the running, it's the getting in the best shape, it's the extra shots. You know what I mean? It's the extra film session. It's the little extras every single time. And then you look
Yeah.
up one day and you're like, man, why they don't go as hard as me? Why they don't? You know what I'm saying? Then it becomes that mental, that habit that you create in yourself of just the process of focusing on that, and then you just start see yourself start to separate. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
You just slowly just start to seeing a separation. Is at first you're like, I know I'm not doing something like outrageous, but why am I just so much better than the next person? And because it's all the work that you've been putting in over time, all the little
Yep.
extras, your wife, your daughter. You know what I mean? You know, I got my daughter. You know, that's our life. You feel me?
That's a fact.
They give us that superpowers. Like I told you, I don't know if I ever told you. So I was playing in the finals in Chile one time, and
Yeah.
I ain't seen my daughter in like a year and a half. Whole bunch of craziness happened. I hadn't seen her in a year and a half since she was 5 months till she was like a year and something, 9 months or whatever. I flew her down to
Yeah.
Chile in the finals. First game I had 12 points. Second game I probably had like 18 points. I flew her in for game three. I had like 30. The next game, I didn't lose.
I
We
work.
didn't lose no more games. I won Finals MVP. I went crazy. The last two games, I shot the ball from the three. I went 9 of 10 from three. I went crazy.
Golly, 90%. But you did for
Ninety
sure.
percent. I went 90%.
And you know you shoot off the dribble threes too, and people face it.
You think I
Oh,
be telling people? I say, bro, if you think I do this in the gym, I do this in the game too, bro. It's the same thing.
the same. I'll be. Oh my god, man! What I tell people all the time, man. I'll be like, the same way I train, the same way I do open gym, the same way I play in the game. No different. Like,
It's
okay,
no
it's a
different,
different.
bro. It's no
Nah, it's
different.
not. It's not really a true difference for me because I'm so like I'm programmed. Like you just programmed to when you got that ball and it's time. It's just time. Like you can't. There's no pulling it back or reining it in. It's either you give it or you don't.
Right.
And like a lot of people don't. Like I said, a lot of people don't understand, but like they understand, but they don't know the work behind
I
it,
was
and they
just
just
about to
think,
say, bro, it's not even about understanding. It's just if you're going to willing to be able to put that work in, because that's going to unlock a different level of mindset of your game that you just can't get there unless you put that work in. It's just going to unlock certain things. It's going to unlock, like you said, not having your legs dead. You know, I don't know who I was just talking about. I think yesterday or today talking about that conditioning part. If you're just the best, if you are the best conditioned player on the court, you're going to be the best player on the court. Period.
yep, you
Because
can
you just
go.
can't hang with me. Literally, you just can't hang with me. I'm just too much in shape, and that's a lot of things. Why I used to be doing, I always thinking of, I need to win the championship. How good do your legs need to be? I want to be the last one standing in the last quarter of the last minutes of the most important games. That takes a level of just your mentality. Got to understand what you need to be able to, what you're training for to get to that point. You know what I'm saying? That just sets you apart in your thought process of what are you trying to achieve. I'm thinking of the last quarter of the finals, game three in the last minute, game five in the last minutes. Who's going to be the one standing? Who's the one who's going? Because you're going to be gassed. Every finals I've ever, you're going to be gassed because you're think about what it takes to get there. Think about what it would take to just get there, the journey just to even get there and be the last one standing. And be the best and be the best player.
Over the top.
So if you
That'll be
don't even
over.
understand the work that takes to even get there, forget about it.
Yep.
Everybody always wants to look at some of the people that do it and be like, oh, well, he did it this because he put in work. And even if he did, what are the odds that you're going against to just think that I can slack off and work? Like I always say, you're doing all that. I tell my cousin, I train with him now, he's trying to play as well. And I tell him, I say, remember this. If you go overseas right now, you got to guard me. I'm just letting you know right now. You got to guard me right now. And you can't guard me.
That's a fact. That's a
You can't
fact,
guard. Now,
bro.
you think about in the finals, in the playoffs, you got to guard me. When it's
You
at
on a
its
different
highest, when the level is at its highest, you going to guard me at that moment? Come on, bro.
for real, boy. You at a different level, boy.
It's
I done
I'm
seen.
sorry, but I at a different level. You remember that. That's why I always say
Well,
that. But I say that for you have a target of what to prepare for. You actually have a physical target that you can rate your success against and say, okay, if I can at least work and pick up from what I've done because I've had success. Not to be better or whatever, but to see, okay, you got this level of success. I at least want to get that because what I've achieved in my 10 years, 7 chips, NSMVPs, records after record. I got my name. I got a monument painted on the wall of me in a different country. That's a level of success.
for real. You're him.
You go ask a lot of players, has a city or you got to just think about what it takes for a city to endure you like that to even do that. You've had to be special. You
For
know what I mean?
real.
So that level of work, and I don't feel like I really did pretty much nothing yet.
That's what I be trying to tell people, man. Like, I don't know what it is, but you just don't feel like you accomplished. Like you accomplished stuff, but then you be like, dang, like
That's
I
good.
really
I
nothing
did
yet.
not
Like
yet because
it's a whole level. It's a whole nother
it's
level to tap
another
in.
level. I'm trying to get to the next level. I got to get to the next level. If
Yeah,
you
for
y'all
real.
thinking of that, y'all looking at that as the level, and there's always another level. And what can I
Yeah,
do to fortify my brain? Because that's all it is. It's just going to be the shift in mindset to understand there is even the concept of knowing there is another level. How do I get there? Just asking that question is going to send you down that rabbit hole to try to figure out and put that extra work in and go hard and do these early mornings and doubles and 3 times a day and study and all that because you know there's another level and it's that constant feeling of not doing enough yet. I know I'm not. I ain't there yet. I ain't doing enough.
for real.
I feel like that
Gotta-
after all these years. I still feel like that. I still feel like that. That's why I got up to date, ran 2 hours in the weight room. You feel me? About to go to hit the gym after. Come here, work on my. You feel me? Work on my
Yep.
craft, my podcast. Do that. Boom. It's another level. It's another level. Somebody's coming to take your spot.
For
Some young buckets on the phone talking about he on a conference thinking he want to come take my spot. I can't have
real.
that.
Nah, I'm gonna take your guard spot, man.
Can't have that. I can't have that. So I got to make sure. Just I
Yeah.
seen a clip, a reel, and it was like, if your dreams don't scare you, then they're not big enough. I got big dreams. I want to win 20 championships in my pro career. 20. That's my goal.
Ah. Well, you're almost there. You're about halfway there.
You feel me? You gotta have astronomical. I always tell people one thing. What are your dreams? Dare to dream big. That people. It don't hurt nobody to dream big. Why not?
Yeah, for real.
What if you telling me 20? I'm already at 7. That's pretty dang good already. 20?
More rings I got.
20? Oh,
you, you gonna get a lifetime contract in Chile.
20? Shoot, man. It's gonna happen. I'm speaking it. I'm calling it out right now. 20. I write it down
How,
every single day. I write it down
how old are
every
you?
day, bro. 20 championships. I write it down every day. I got a book. I got a book. I where my book at, bro? If I can get stay real quick. I'm gonna show you my book. Show you I'm not
How old are you now, Arnold?
just to show you my level. This is when you know that you're a little crazy.
Is that a
You
little
know,
crazy?
you got to be a little crazy. You know what I'm
Is that a
saying?
little
Every day,
Ooh, boy.
every day.
You know what? You know what? I
How
see. I ain't
how
bold,
serious are you? How
man. See,
serious?
I ain't bold enough to put my book on the internet, but I got one too.
You have to. I have so many every day,
Oh
bro.
my god. What? Wait. Time out. For real, for real. Just put the book up. That a composition notebook, or that's just a regular book for real?
Nah, it's a regular book. It's like a composition. It's not
Oh, oh my god. I know it, but oh my god.
every day.
Wow.
You
It's
think that is
different
a
for real.
game, bro? What is it? What level of intensity are you willing to put forth? What you say you want? I'm willing to
Wow. You
write
really?
mine down every day. So I don't get burned out. I do it one time a day. I do it in the morning. It's part of my routine. But before, earlier, I was writing it down 5 times a day. 5 times. 5 times.
Obsessed.
Obsessed.
But that's that's supposed to be. You're supposed to be obsessed with greatness. I be telling my wife that all the time. Like she be like, bro, like you don't do nothing else but hoop. Like obviously we go out and do our thing, but she like literally like you don't do nothing else. Like all your stuff revolve around basketball. Like I'm a referee, right? I'm a certified ref too. She like, if you're not on the court hooping, you're on the court refing. Like, don't you ever get tired of that?
Uh,
She like, you come home watch it too. I'm like, I don't get tired of it. It's just like, God, I need it every day. Every day I need it. It's like
right.
it's something. It's just like you're not doing enough. You're
You're not
not doing
doing
it.
enough. I'm sitting
You gotta,
around right now, sitting around too
yeah,
much. I need to hoop. I gotta go hoop.
nah, for real. That's how it is for real, man. Like I had to actually take like, I think actually, I went all the way from this time period last year when we first started, all the way to July 9th. The only reason why I know July 9th is because I think July 8th, we had like a team little get together in the summertime and did a little open gym. Man, I didn't take no days off all the way from this point from last year all the way to now. Like no
But
days.
but then again, like at the end of the day, who cares, right? This is your life.
Yeah,
Think about this.
yep.
Michael Phelps. I think they say he got more medals, Olympic medals, than like half of the countries that compete in the Olympics.
Yeah,
Himself. You feel me?
yeah.
So you know what he said? For 7 years. My phone about to die. Hold on 1 second. Let me get my charger.
Now,
Oh shoot. Don't die on. Don't die. There you go.
say don't die.
Got it. Okay. For 7 years, he was in the water every single day. He said he didn't miss a day for 7 years.
Dang.
What did that lead to? Having more Olympic gold medals than almost half of the countries that even compete in the Olympics combined. That is a level of greatness that shows you that you got to be on this joint every single day, some form, somehow, to even accomplish. You know what I mean? To set
Yeah.
yourself apart. So, what's the point of playing the game to say, "Yeah, I love the game," but you're trying to set yourself apart? I'm sorry, but I can't speak to you no other way other than being great at this sport, at this feat, because that's the only thing my brain knows.
For real.
I don't know any other way. And all I
I
see
try
is
to tell.
people, all people. I just see people who just don't have that hunger for it and ask for it. And I'm like,
They don't got that dog in them. That's all it is. You do the little X-ray thing. All they got is a heart. I got a dog in them. Ain't no dog in them. I'm telling you. Even my daughter, even my youngest daughter, I could you not. They like she got that dog in her, boy. She got that keen blood in her.
yeah,
Telling you, we don't breed. Hey, listen. All I gotta do is honest to God. When I first played with you and I started training with you for a while, did I have a dog? Was I a dog?
you have fight.
That's all you need. But I wasn't that good.
You never
I
get.
wasn't.
I give you this. You always came back. You didn't care. You stuck with it. You say like, I'm gonna get better. I'm gonna stay here. Like you didn't never shy away. That's a fact. 100%. You never shy. Even when I brung you with my homeboy, Remember
I was getting my tail fried. Fried, left and right, fried.
Even
Worst
then,
day.
you stuck around though. You stuck through it. You stuck through it. I know that got you better. You know what I'm saying? And you know, he just won the championship in Argentina last season. Just
Yeah,
signed back.
I be talking. Oh yeah, I be talking to him too, man. I be tapping in with him too, man. He good peoples, man, for real. Like between y'all two, John and Trev, man. Like I owe y'all the world for real in this basketball stuff for real, man. Cause y'all didn't have to help a young person not like me. You feel me? Y'all just took me up under the wing because you saw like shit. Number one, I wasn't gonna give in, and number two, that I wanted to get better.
Right.
So like
That's it.
that's all really like
That's
a
where
lot of
all of
people.
us start from. For real, for real. That's all, I wasn't. Oh, I just been the guy my whole. No, bro. I'm just, bro. I just a dude that like to work hard, bro. And this is what I was able to get from it. So that's all I know how to do. When I was a kid, I wasn't that good. Nobody was recruiting me. I wasn't getting looked at. I had
Bro.
no offers my junior year. Like I was, and then when I was just in the gym, I just love playing basketball. I just didn't care. I would just keep working. And then one day, I'm gonna tell you when it changed. When I started hitting the weight room, of all the workouts, all the skill stuff, all the stuff. I took a summer and I worked out all summer, and I changed my life. Just to this day, I go 6 days out of the week. Sunday through on Friday, I live. I take Saturday off.
Yeah. Yes. I do that same exact schedule. I don't tell nobody that, but I do that same
Super
exact
cool.
schedule.
They don't understand. I've been there. I go there
They
every
don't.
morning, Sunday to Saturday. I mean, Sunday to Friday.
Yeah, Sunday to Friday, every day, every time. They don't understand. That's the best schedule to work out because you get that Saturday, that Sunday to come on back and you get those. Hey, calm down. I'm trying to have a conversation. I got you. God, I'm telling you, boy. You will see her. Telling you, I don't know. When you see her, boy, you gonna be like, boy, she done got huge. But man, I'm trying to tell you, man, that Sunday through Saturday, that Sunday through Friday, man, that thing different, man. It's a different type of grind, man.
It
Like you
is.
go through with everybody else, but you get that Sunday by yourself. No,
Mhm.
nobody see on that Sunday, man.
That's when
And
you
it's
know
a
who
real,
really won it. Who in there on a Sunday early.
yeah, for real, man. None of
Mhm.
them cat. I think I might have caught maybe one person this week on the sun. Well, Sunday, this past Sunday, yesterday, that was in that gym before me on a Sunday. You want more? Here you go, champ. Here you go. Here you go. There you go, champ. There you go. Get some. Oh my gosh, you don't need no more. Seriously, you don't. But I tell you, man, I think I might have called one person in that gym. Hold on, let me see. Okay, close it. I think I called one person in that gym before me this Sunday in that gym. It's the first time in my life somebody done been in that gym on a Sunday at this particular school more than me. Like not more than me, but before me. Because usually I get up really early on a Sunday,
Right.
9 8. Get in there early because ain't nobody waking up on a Sunday. Either you finna go to church or you're preparing to go to church or you done been out all Saturday night and can't get up and
Ain't getting
try,
up. You
try to cover. But they don't see. That's one thing I did realize that year that I sat out and I started working out on them Sundays. I was like, you know what? This is where the separation happens.
Yep.
Because you get extra reps that people ain't getting. People going Monday through Friday. What? I know. Close it. People going Monday through Friday and maybe get up and hoop on Saturday morning. You know what I'm saying? But if you take that Saturday off to rejuvenate yourself and just relax and be stress
Right.
free, everybody else is in the
You
world.
chilling.
You
Saturday
chilling.
you're chilling all day. Sunday you
Yeah,
ready to get. Yep.
exactly. And then you back to chilling on Sunday. And then now everybody working too, but they don't even realize that you 2 steps ahead of them.
That's
You
where you're right.
200.
That separation comes right there. I didn't even think of it that way. But that Sunday, that extra day, it's good. I've been doing that for years now. So you think about it, it's just that compound effect over
Yep.
time.
Yep.
Over time.
That's a fact.
Hey, bro,
As a
I appreciate you coming on. I don't know what happened to the camera, but it's always something. We did it
Yeah,
though.
for real. You know it, man. I for sure, man. I appreciate it, man. I'm gonna tap in with you.
Yeah,
Don't
you
forget.
know. We're gonna check in. We always gonna check in. You know, I'm always watching. I'm
Oh
always
yeah, for
checking in with
sure.
you. We're gonna just watch it grow. Either we're gonna do one of these each time, and then we just gonna see where you started. And you know what I'm saying? We just gonna have something to just watch over the years. You're gonna be able to look back and be like, dang, then we was here, then we was here, now you here. You know what I
Yeah.
mean?
It was a slow progress, boy. It's a long. I done came a long way, man. A long way, man. I
It's a
try to tell
process,
people,
man. You know, I know more than anybody. You already know. I was there.
oh, man. I try to tell these cats, man. I say, tell you, boy. Talk to some of my homeboys back when I was like 19, 18 years old, but they'll tell you, boy, that boy was a bona fide scrub. But a bona fide scrub. But don't we all start out that way? It's all if we go
Man,
keep pressing it.
that's all you got. That's all you needed, bro. You had one thing more than everybody else had, bro. You wanted to get better. That's all you need. You got a work ethic and you want to get better. That's
Yeah,
the secret recipe.
oh,
You want to
for
work at it,
sure.
you want to do it, you want to work and just do it. You want to get better. That's it. There ain't really too much else to it. But I appreciate you coming on, bro. I'm gonna hit you up.
For sure.
Tell your daughters I said, hey, love on them.
I got you, bro.
Be easy,
All
brother.
right, bro.
All right. All right, man. Appreciate y'all sticking around. Definitely gonna chop it up with them over the years. We've been knowing each other for a while. It's good to see somebody that you watch their growth, see where bro's at right now. I don't know if y'all can see him on my end, but you definitely heard him. And man, I'm glad for everybody sticking around. Y'all leave me a rating on Apple and Spotify. Give me a 5-star. Tune in with me, tap in with me next time. That's all I got for you. Remember, greatness is a habit, not a right.
Hey guys, thanks for tuning into the show. Please subscribe on our YouTube, Spotify, Apple, and wherever you listen to your podcast. I greatly appreciate it.